Hey there movie fans, it's your boy Peter Pablo, and today we're talking about Terminator Dark Fate. Oh, mother...
But baby, I feel so sorry for you. Stop being a girly man and work out.
Terminator Dark Fate is a film from Paramount Pictures with a director from the first Deadpool movie, Tim Miller. We have Linda Hamilton reprising her role as
Sarah Connor.
As she teams up with an enhanced human from the future to protect a young girl from a new liquid Terminator. It sounds pretty familiar, doesn't it? But this bad boy is definitely a huge step up for where this franchise went after Terminator 2. This movie explores very familiar territory and follows a pretty same-Z formula. They try a lot of new things, but you can still sometimes predict where the plot is going to take us. Natalia Reyes, who plays Dani Ramos, the girl who needs protecting, did a great job for the most part, but there were a couple of lines that she delivered where I was like, hey, Tim Miller, so that's the take you're gonna go with? Now regarding Arnie's character arc, I feel like they just rushed it just to keep the story moving along. Hey, nothing wrong with that, but the way they did it, I feel like it didn't satisfy all my questions. In fact, it raised even more questions. Now the greatest offense this movie commits is it disrespects its predecessors and it feels like it just slaps you right across the face.
Where's the 5 fingers? Say to the face! What? Slap!
Now this happens pretty early on, but it spends the rest of the movie trying to make it up to you. But you don't forget. You never forget. But despite all of that, Dark Fate does a pretty good job at taking us for a roller coaster ride. The first 15 to 20 minutes, I was in my seat thinking, yes, this is what Terminator is all about. It had great fan service. Yes, a few of those came across as a little cheesy, but it was executed really well for the most part. The standouts here were easily Linda Hamilton and Mackenzie Davis. And regarding the new evil Terminator played by Gabriel Luna, let's just say his picture should be in the dictionary, right next to the word efficient. Even though our heroes come together as a team, they were still constantly the underdogs. I thought the pacing was executed really well in this film. It knew when to give us crazy high-octane action, it also knew when to pull back and fill those quieter moments with good character building. Minus Arnie's character. And there were unexpected moments of humor in this movie that I really liked, and I admit, had me giggling like an idiot. Now before I share my final thoughts, get a load of this guy. No, not that guy. This guy. Click like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications to get weekly reviews from yours truly. And now for my final thoughts. Careful, careful. Starting off with the cons, it can be a little formulaic, disrespects its predecessors, rushed character arc for Arnie, and as for the pros, very action-packed, and the pacing was done really well. So overall, I think that this is a worthy sequel to Terminator 2, if you're happy to ignore all the others that came after. I mean, why not? The studio did. Now, if you're new to the Terminator franchise and you're wondering which Terminator movie should I watch before watching Dark Fate and you want to catch all its nuances, I think it's a pretty safe bet to only watch Terminator 2, but that's really up to you. Terminator Dark Fate is definitely a fun time at the cinema, especially if you're an action fan. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, it's all good, because all film is art and all art is subjective. Let's just make sure to disagree respectfully, because after all, we're all part of the same team, so let's be movie fans together. Have you had a chance to see Terminator Dark Fate yet? Tell me your non-spoiler thoughts down below.
I'll be back.
For next week's review. So tell me, what do you think I should review next? And who am I, you ask? I'm Peter Pablo. Hasta la vista, baby.